Independence, India. Introduction. The article for India's independence was passed in the British Parliament in the year 1947. According to the article, India and Pakistan got its existence. There were two major problems before the country. 1. Framing the Constitution of India. 2. To put an end to the sovereignty of British Empire on the princely states and merging them into making an intact India. At that time, there were 562 princely states. 48% princely states had stakes in the total area of India. 20% of India's population resided in these princely states. Kashmir, Hyderabad and Mysore were big states. Other states were small. There were states which were too small and were as village in form. It was a mammoth task to convince these kings and nawabs. Moreover, it was to be done very speedily. After gaining independence, Maharaja of Bhavnagar, Krishna Kumar Sen, was the first king to start responsible government 15th January 1948. Bhavnagar state was merged with United Saurashtra state, which was created due to efforts of Sardar Patel 15th February 1948. The event of formation of United Saurashtra state was described by Jawaharlal Nehru as the most notable merger in contemporary history. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel appealed to the kings and nawabs of the princely states that they should voluntarily forsake their respective states in the interest of their subjects and the Union of India. He stimulated nationalism. Kings, Rajwadas and Nawabs contributed in the making of a strong, integrated and prosperous India. Sardar Patel assured them to protect their rights and interests. Sardar Patel and his Secretary of the Home Department, Mr. V.P. Menon, prepared the draft for attachment bond and status quo agreement. Related contribution in the draft were made by committees comprising kings, and final formation of draft was made. Kings were happy by this draft. Except Kashmir, Hyderabad and Junagadh, 559 princely states accepted this instrument of accession and joined the Union of India. Merger of Hyderabad, Junagadh and Kashmir. Hyderabad. Nizam of Hyderabad, with its states from southern part of India, declared its independence on 15th of August. As far as its geographical location, it was bound to join India. But the fact was brought to their notice that Hyderabad won't be able to remain as an independent state as it is surrounded by Indian territory. The Nizam clarified the matter by saying that if the country will be divided, then owing to geographical reasons, they would not be able to join Pakistan and they would not be able to join India owing to ideological reasons. Under such circumstances, they would prefer to remain independent. Negotiations began with the Nizam. Sardar Patel bluntly stated to the negotiator of the Nizam that people of Hyderabad are eager to be with the Union of India. Meanwhile, the Nizam officers started committing atrocities on the people of Hyderabad. Ultimately, Hyderabad was merged with the Union of India by using police force on 18th September 1948. Sardar Patel assured the Nizam to protect all their interests. Kanaiyalal Munshi played a very crucial role in the entire episode. After the reforming of states, the state of Hyderabad was later included in Andhra Pradesh. Junagadh. On the day of independence, the Nawab of Junagadh wrote an instrument of accession to join Pakistan. Pakistan, in turn, gave them consent. Sardar Patel decided to take countermeasures against this. People of Junagadh living in Mumbai established Arzi Hukumat in Mumbai. During this time, Sheikhs of Mangrol and Manavdar declared their wish to join the Union of India. Indian soldiers and navy who were positioned to protect Manavdar and Mangrol besieged the Junagadh state. The Nawab of Junagadh fled to Pakistan. On 9th of November 1947, referendum of the people of Junagadh was taken. Thus, Junagadh's merger with the Union of India was made possible owing to Sardar Patel's guts and tremendous will of people of Junagadh. Kashmir. The issue of Kashmir was the most complicated of all. Raja Hari Singh of Kashmir was indecisive. Meanwhile, Pakistan attacked Kashmir. Raja Hari Singh requested for military assistance to protect Jammu and Kashmir against Pakistani attack. The government of India insisted that Raja Hari Singh should first sign the instrument of accession and then the Indian army could be sent. One of the clauses in instrument of accession was that, after restoration of normal situation in Kashmir, plebiscite would be held for permanent merger with India. Immediately after signing the letter, the Indian army protected Kashmir. But Pakistan had already occupied one-third portion of Kashmir by that time. But the rest of Kashmir was saved. India has registered a complaint against Pakistan in the Security Council of the United Nations. The Security Council suggested for ceasefire. Even today, Kashmir issue is a contentious issue in the relations between India and Pakistan. In this way, towards the end of 1948, political unity of India was established by various historical and non-violent movements. Merger of French and Portuguese colonies. India emerged as an independent and sovereign state on January 26, 1950. But certain colonies of the French and the Portuguese rule were still under their control. Union of India appealed the French-controlled Pondicherry and Portuguese-controlled Diu, Daman and Goa to merge with India. People of these colonies wanted desperately to join the Union of India. They started vigorous movement for the purpose. The French tried to suppress these freedom movements. In a mammoth meeting organized at Pondicherry, people gave the French government the Hind Chodo or Leave India slogan. The Indian government started negotiation for peaceful solution of the Pondicherry issue with the French government. But people were not satisfied with that. In Yanam, People's Liberation Army had taken over the administration in their hands on June 13, 1954. The French government realized people's rage and was compelled to start negotiation with the Indian government. All the French colonies, Karaikal, Mahe, Yanam and Chandranagar were handed over to India for further reconstruction October 31, 1954. And further, they were taken under Union territory of Pondicherry. With the reconstruction of Indian states, Pondicherry had Karaikal in Tamil Nadu, Mahe in Kerala, Yanam in Andhra Pradesh and Chandranagar in West Bengal. Pondicherry is the administrative center of all these territories. Merger of Diu, Daman and Goa. 15th August 1947. Political leaders and satyagrahis entered Diu, Daman and Goa. In Free Goa agitation, thousands of volunteers died. As attempts such as negotiation, persuasion and satyagrahas proved to be unsuccessful, the Indian government decided to begin Operation Vijay to liberate Goa. On the midnight of December 19th, Governor of Portuguese De Silva surrendered to Indian government. The Indian army captured Goa, Daman and Diu and hoisted Indian flag there. Thus, the last remains of the Western rule disappeared from India. On 12th March 1962, Goa, Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu were merged with Union of India. These states were known as Union Territories. On 30th May 1987, Daman and Diu were separated from Goa. Thereafter, Silvassa was made the capital of Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Daman was made the capital of Diu and Daman, and Panji was made the capital of Goa. Formation and reorganization of Indian states. India became independent and acquired information about unification of princely states. Instead of accepting unitary system, we had accepted union system of governance. Therefore, the issue of formation and reorganization of constituents of the Union occurred. The erstwhile British provinces and princely states were divided into 4 divisions after their unification and merger. They are as follows. A. Classification of states. Class A. Mumbai, Assam, Andhra, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh,
Madhya Pradesh,
Bihar, Madras, Odisha, and West Bengal were included. B. Classification of states. Class B. Jammu Kashmir, Hyderabad, Mysore, Central India, Rajasthan, Saurashtra, Travancore, Cochin, and Pepsu, Patiala and East Punjab states of Union. C. Classification of states. Class C. Ajmer, Bhopal, Coorg, Delhi, Bilaspur, Kutch, Himachal Pradesh, Tripura, Manipur, and Vindhya Pradesh. D. Classification of states. Class D. Andaman and Nicobar Islands were included. Interestingly, states included in all 4 classes did not have equal status. However, they were inseparable parts of India. In this way, when the Constitution of India came into force, India was the union of these states. However, this proved to be temporary arrangement. Thereafter, a new demand of reorganization of states on linguistic basis started becoming strong. In 1953, Jawaharlal Nehru considered the issue of reorganization of states and appointed State Reorganization Commission. Retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Fazal Ali, was appointed as its chairman. The 2 other members of the commission were Mr. Hridayanath Kunzru and Mr. K.M. Panikar. This commission asked all the states to submit its recommendation through various public opinions, views, and through postal interaction. Above all, bilingual Mumbai state was reformed, in which Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Saurashtra were included, and Mumbai was made as the capital of this state. Finally, a bill making changes in the constitution and reorganizing states was passed and implemented from 1956. The old classification of the states as Class A, B, C, and D was dissolved. Amendments were made in the first appendix of the Indian Constitution, and in place of the earlier classification, 2 parts were formed comprising of the constituent states and union territories. The 14 states included Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Mumbai, Jammu Kashmir, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Madras, Mysore, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal, while union territories included Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Tripura, Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep. Finally, central government made 2 separate states, Maharashtra and Gujarat, on May 1, 1960. On 25th May 1960, recognition of Maharashtra as a state was made and its capital Mumbai. 1st May 1960 is considered as the foundation day of Gujarat, and it included the regions of Saurashtra and Kutch. Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Nagaland were recognized as the land of 7 sisters. There was always a continuous demand for formation of separate small states from the bigger states. In the year 2000, Jharkhand, capital Ranchi, was separated from Bihar. Chhattisgarh, capital Raipur, was separated from Madhya Pradesh. Uttarakhand, capital Dehradun, was separated from Uttar Pradesh and were recognized as states. In 2014, Telangana was recognized as separate state from Andhra Pradesh. Even today, the demand for various separate states has been going on. The latest one being the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. Currently, the Indian Union consists of 29 states: Assam, Bihar, Goa, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Karnataka, Kerala, Jammu Kashmir, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Rajasthan, Odisha, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, Tripura, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Jharkhand. 6 union territories: Chandigarh, Pondicherry, Lakshadweep, Daman, Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and 1 national capital, Delhi. Regionalism. India has unity in diversity, in which people following diverse religions, speaking different languages, belonging to different castes, races, and cultures have been living since centuries in this country. No other country in the world has such diversity as India has. Cultural progress is not associated with particular caste or creed, but it's a unified effort of people living in India. One of the main reasons for creating the feeling of regionalism are certain greedy politicians, various communal groups who exploit the feelings of people and lure them for their motives. The people who create and instigate regionalism are harmful elements for national unity and integrity. The aspiration for personal development is good thought, but the one who possesses danger to the society at large never aspires for overall development of a country. Activities harming one's own state and country should not be done. Instead, working towards one's own country is necessary. After achieving independence, country should come first instead of state. It becomes very obvious for people speaking common language, sharing common culture, and living in certain specific geographical region for a long time to develop emotional bondage for one another. Language, caste, and religion are the 3 main important factors for creating regionalism. Language. Language stimulates regionalism. North India, Hindi speakers, while South India, non-Hindi speakers demand new regions according to languages. The States Reorganization Commission already implemented the recommendation of division of regions as per the linguistic barriers. Caste and religion. People belonging to different religions live in India. Superiority of one particular religion exists in certain regions. For example, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur, and Arunachal Pradesh have different customs, traditions, lifestyle, and profession. Bodo people in Assam have been demanding a different region, therefore stormy movements are taking place. Ulfa terrorism is active in Assam, Punjab, and Haryana, separated because of regionalism. In the same way, Jharkhand separated from Bihar, Chhattisgarh from Madhya Pradesh, and Uttaranchal from Uttar Pradesh. Currently, the demand for a separate Vidarbha region from Maharashtra has been going on. It is not in the interest of the nation, as unity of country should be more important than demand for one particular region. The Constitution of India declares India as a sovereign, socialistic, secularist, democratic, and republic country. During the time of reorganization of state, regional demand should not be the priority, but unity of the country should be the main aim. Regional inequality. The foreign rulers did not undertake developmental activities in places where they would not get any economic profit. As a result, there was regional inequality in such places. After independence, the Planning Commission was formed for social and economic development of India. One of its main aim was the balanced development of different regions. In fact, due to regional pressure, certain political reasons, the tug-of-war to take development programs to their own regions, the maxims for development, etc., and other factors played an important role in it. Therefore, regional inequality is seen in matters of equal development. Resources of development, grants given are the factors for regional inequality. Even within developed, moderately developed, and less developed states, internal inequality exists considerably. For example, Maharashtra is in category of economically developed state, but its regions like Vidarbha and Marathwada are backward. Certain areas of Andhra Pradesh are well developed, while areas like Rayalaseema and Telangana are considered backward. Some regions are ahead in agricultural development, while some regions in industrial development. There are many factors between the states which are quite visible for regionalism. There are some states who are at loggerheads for boundary issues even though they are in India. Like between Maharashtra and Karnataka, Punjab and Haryana, the boundary issues are still going on. Narrow-mindedness is seen in regions to acquire personal motive related to the flow of water and minerals, industrial raw materials, and agricultural sectors. This regional inequality and narrow-mindedness is tremendously harmful to the unity of the country. Means for preserving country's dignity, superior position should be planned rather than taking interest in regional development. Scientific and technological development. India has made extraordinary achievements in the field of science and technology in the last half-century. Looking at reasonably limited resources and less literacy, India's growth in the field of science and technology in comparison with other developed countries is unique. After independence, the distinguished national leaders and scientists like Dr. Homi Bhabha, Dr. Raja Ramanna, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Dr. C.V. Raman, and in the field of engineering, Sir M. Vishwesarya, Sam Pitroda, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, India's former president, and the creator of the successful Metro Railway project creator, E. Sridharan, were those engineers, scientists, and technocrats who had contributed remarkably in the field of science and technology. Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Space Research Organization, and Physical Research Laboratory are the glorious examples. Women of India too played a noticeable role, and given below is the list. Janaki Amma, Flora, Vegetation. Azima Chatterjee, Chemistry. Dr. Indira Ahuja, Medicine. Shakuntala Devi, Mathematician, Human Computer. Kalpana Chawla, Astronaut. Sunita Williams, Astronaut. Women of India have contributed at large in other sectors too, which brought further progress to our country. At the time of our independence, we were dependent on others for food grains. In making us self-reliant in this area, today huge dams, lakes and canals have played a major role. We have been making use of modern agricultural technology to increase agricultural production for the country. We have been able to achieve green revolution. Agriculture institutions, laboratories, and agriculture universities have been established to achieve growth in agricultural science. India has indeed made a significant headway in nuclear science and technology. India has established research institutes and laboratories for peaceful purpose of its nuclear power. Nuclear scientists and engineers have constructed ultra-modern nuclear reactors and power stations. By successfully conducting nuclear tests twice at Pokhran in Rajasthan, we have been successful in making nuclear bombs. India's achievement in a very short time in space research technology is spectacular. We have developed space shuttles, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle GSLV, to launch satellites in outer space. We also have launched satellites in outer space. Satellites like Aryabhatta 1975, Bhaskar 1979, Rohini 1979, etc. are useful in successfully conducting nuclear tests, in telecasting, education, weather, and getting information about minerals through remote sensing system. In the last 1 decade, we have made significant progress in the fields of telecommunication and information technology through computer, internet, mobile, smartphone, tablet, fax, email, Twitter, and computer WhatsApp, and so now India is considered in the race of developed nations. Application of computers is successful in administration at large, mainly for indirect use in environment preservation and carbon credit. The use of biotechnology in industries, energy, agriculture, health, and the continuous research and development in that field has resulted in the maxims like Digital India and Make in India world famous. Marine research and continuous development, human resources development, and harbour development, including education and health sectors too, are continuously involved in making progress. 21st June has been declared as World Yoga Day by the United Nations, which shows the glowing future of India.